Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a sour. Haven't done one for a little while. So this is by 450 North. And they're out of Columbus, Indiana. It's called Jester Juice. It's part of the SLUSHY XL. This one has some unusual fruits. It's got double jackfruit. Jackfruit's something I haven't had much of. Kiwi, peach and orange. So this is my breakfast juice for the morning, being Sunday morning here. Let's get into it. Got my posh glassware. I better give it a little bit of a roll and a shake. You never know with these beers how thick and gloopy they're going to be. Even the colour sometimes can surprise. But yeah, I like the can artwork, pretty sick. The Jester with the like a fruit smoothie. Cool colours too, green and purple, my favourite. Oh, it's got a weird smell. Jackfruit can be a bit unpleasant, so I'm not surprised. So it pours like a dark orange. It's probably not quite as thick as I thought it might be. It's more like medium to full body. The head's gone pretty quick, but yeah, with this style, it's expected. Very like murky, not as gloopy looking as I thought. But yeah, let's go with. So yeah, I think with jackfruit, it's sort of like a tropical fruit with like a sort of combination of sort of sweet fruits. Like it's a bit of a mixture. Like it's obviously its own fruit, but it's like if you to compare it to anything else, I think like pineapple and banana or something like that. Smells very tropical. I'm definitely getting like banana and yeah, like a stone fruit like peach. Not really getting kiwi. Cheers, Stewie. Welcome in. I'm doing a fruit sour, first one in a while. And you're getting the oranges there, but it's pretty faint. I just feel like the jackfruit's sort of definitely the main character, and because it's like a different sort of fruit, it's sort of hard to describe. But yeah, I'm just getting like tropical sweetness, and yeah, as I said, I feel like it's sort of very similar to like banana, maybe even like a slight like melon vibe to it. Beer barbecue sauce, cool. It's always cool getting like hot sauces and barbecue sauces that are like associated with sort of alcohol stuff. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you. Yeah, it's definitely had mixed reviews this beer, and I think it's because of the jackfruit. I think jackfruit's a bit of a divisive fruit. It's probably, I mean, it's not as insane as something like durian, but yeah, I've heard people say that it can be like an offensive sort of smell. Anyway, I'm going to go for a taste. Cheers, boys. Very, very tropical. It's probably like fuller in the mouth feel than what it was on appearance. And it's actually got like quite sort of prickly carbonation. Very creamy as well. You sort of get that feel like it could have coconut in it, but it doesn't. Just that sweetness and the creaminess and just a combination of different tropical fruits sort of coming together. It's not bad. And as I said, I ran out of juice, so it's a good substitute for my Sunday morning. I didn't end up having many beers yesterday. It sort of went a bit quiet on YouTube. Either like, like I probably should have started up my own thing because there just wasn't anything sort of I really wanted to join. And then because like I was just sort of sitting around waiting and no one really got going, I was like, fuck it. So I just stopped drinking. So I'm gonna make up for it today because I don't have to work till tomorrow night. So this is sort of my awesome weekend where I can have a heap of beers and not have to worry about getting up early or anything the following day. Plus, it's pretty nice today too. So it's one of those days if I get started early, finish early, then I'll go and enjoy some sunshine. I was thinking about going to Melbourne, possibly still tomorrow. I just want to go and hang out in the random suburb and get some Asian cuisine and maybe do a little shopping. Um, I need to get some pet supplies as well. Just sort of, kill a few birds with the one stone, as they say. Yeah, so it's more of just like a standard barbecue sauce, but with beer. From what I've seen on YouTube today, it looks pretty quiet. Normally, when I wake up on a Sunday morning, there'd be like quite a few streams going of people I know. It's not bad, this one. I've had a few 450 North recently, and back in the day they used to have a heap of hype, but other breweries have caught up, and maybe these have dropped off a bit. Um, surprisingly, out of all the ones I've had, this would be the one that appealed to me the less with the fruits. I got this as part of a mystery box, so if I would have looked at this in the shop, there's no way I would have bought it. Just because, I've sort of heard mixed things about jackfruit. I'm not a big peach fan. It just doesn't really appeal to me. But in all honesty, this is probably one of the better ones I've had from them just because of it's sort of got like a decent texture to it. It's like not too sweet, not too gloopy. Like some of the ones I had for their takeover in Melbourne, it just, I don't know, there was just something about them. They weren't that great. And they were all too similar. But it's still not like a beer that blows me away. It's just solid. As most people know, I'm not a huge sour beer man. But just on that, on like sourness and sweetness, I'd probably say it's well balanced. Like it's pretty much just straight down the middle. You're getting sort of a good level of both, but not too intense. That's what you sort of want with these style beers. So yeah, it's like all the all the brewing like that's gone into it, like and the actual the way the beers come out. It's like I enjoy it, but it's just the actual adjuncts, the fruits they've used. It's like not really my thing. Now I'm deciding whether I do another review after this one. Maybe I'll do a hangout. Who knows? All I know is I want to have some beers. Craft beer shopping spree. Nah, probably won't be beer related. Maybe a few, but there's a particular suburb over in the east of Melbourne called Springvale, and it's known as like sort of like a little Vietnam, meant to have unreal food and like just all these little Chinese and Vietnamese and yeah, like Thai, Korean, like just all different Asian sort of ethnic markets and shops and yeah, I just feel like it'd be cool to check out. I've been watching heaps of stuff to do with Melbourne on YouTube lately, and I've always wanted to check out that area and just never got onto it, just because it's like the other side of Melbourne. And I thought if I go on a Monday, they have buses that leave my hometown like early, so I'd be able to get there by like early morning, mid morning, spend a few hours there, and then, or even like I could spend the whole day sort of thing, and then come back and go to work tomorrow night. Yeah, I just didn't want to do it on. I didn't want to go all the way to Springvale on a weekend because the train doesn't leave my where I live until like mid morning. So by the time I would have got there, it would have been like lunchtime or even later. Our public transport's terrible on weekends. If you want to get anywhere with a bit of distance, there's no point unless you've got like accommodation. So, has anyone out there ever tasted jackfruit? From what I remember, I think it's real big. I'm pretty sure they're like one of the larger fruits. Sort of like they look like they're sort of shaped like a melon or a coconut sort of thing. Yeah, it definitely from tasting this, I get a lot of like banana sort of flavor, banana and pineapple. It'd be interesting just to see what people think of jackfruit. And as I said, there's been a few of us talking about we need to like go to our local grocer and pick out some random fruits that you've never had that quite often feature in beers, just to sort of like I don't know, advance your palate sort of thing. He's a bourbon man, isn't he? I think he likes beers as well, but just mainly drinks bourbon. He could catch up with me one time in like Footscray or something. There's quite a few good breweries and bars and that, not where he lives, but not far from where he lives. Yeah. And I know he's mentioned a couple of like local stouts and stuff at times. He's definitely tried a few. I met a guy on another stream recently, and yeah, he lives in a sort of similar area. But yeah, what he does, he must work. I reckon he might work in like looking after sort of troubled people and homeless and that sort of thing. And he walks around the street and just checks on homeless people and sort of like he seems to know a lot of them. So it's like he must do it on the daily, just go around and checking on them and seeing they're all right. And yeah, anyway, he was on another stream that I was on, and I've just been talking to him a bit lately. He seems like a good dude. He was saying how he drinks craft beer every now and then. Cheers, Paul. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. I've seen your little post about the outdoors channel. How you be back into it again soon. I'm on a sour, Paul. You know what my thoughts are on sours. Bit like you, not a big fan, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's got jackfruit's the prominent like adjunct, and it's yeah very weird. I've never had a jackfruit before. I don't know much about them, but I sort of get this like banana, pineapple, tropical sort of sweetness to it, but it's also got there's sort of like a slight sort of funky. It definitely had a very like an unusual aroma to it. And then the other adjuncts were kiwi fruit, which I'm not really getting much of. Peach and orange, they're both there. Yeah, I know they're big fuckers. As far as like that sort of style of fruit, I think they're one of the larger ones. But yeah, I reckon a score for this one, I'd probably say like a 4.1 out of 5. It's yeah, it's solid. It's tasty, it's solid, but yeah, like it's nothing to scream about sort of thing. And it's good to like try, like as I said, because I got this in a mystery box, it's like I'm trying stuff that's sort of out of my comfort zone. So it's good to sort of try something like this and actually think, oh no, it's not too bad. Um, yeah, because as I said, if I had seen a sour by 450 North with double jackfruit and peach in it, there's no way I would have bought it. But yeah, it's turned out to be probably one of the better beers I've had from them because yeah, I've found a lot of their stuff's been quite overrated. But yeah, I'm not sure what the age is on it. It's probably got a few months at least, but it's definitely still drinking well. Cool. Can't argue with that. Cheers, Eric. Good to see you, brother. Yes. Hashtag epic amounts of pine. You're multitasking. Wow, that's shit that you got stood up. Hopefully the earlier one went all right, dude. Where'd you go? Did you do anything exciting? Did you take him to a brewery and get him into some barley wine? I think the common ones where I've always lived is like it always tends to be either going to the movies or going out for like a dinner. I think these days the popular ones like a cafe, like a brunch sort of date seems to be a popular thing. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, that's already a rocky start there. Cheers, free rider. Good to see you. And cheers, Joseph. Mongolia. I want to go to Mongolia and wrestle for one of their families. Wrestle for pride. I've watched heaps of travel stuff, and for some reason, when foreigners go to, especially foreign men, like middle-aged blokes or sort of like over 20 at least, when they go to Mongolia and hang out with the families, that seems to be a popular thing. The family will want to get them to like wrestle. I thought that's pretty cool. If you put on a good show, they'd probably treat you like a king. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing a hangout, boys, because I feel like YouTube's pretty quiet tonight, or this morning for me. And yeah, I'm keen on beers, so don't know if anyone else is sort of keen to do anything, but if I do, it'll probably be in the next maybe half hour, an hour or something. I've just got to have something to eat first. Maybe even do another beer review first. But yeah, there just doesn't seem to be much action out there. It's pretty similar yesterday. I did like the two beer reviews, and then there was just not much on. So I ended up just pulling the pin. I think I only had like 3 beers yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll see what happens. I might do another beer review first, and then we'll go from there. I've got like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go straight into a hangout. You'll see it anyway. If something pops up, and I'll send a link out, and we'll go from there. I'm going to drink some VBs, maybe one or two craft beers, but yeah, I'll just feel like smashing some macros and talking shit. So yeah, as I said with this one, 4.1 out of 5. And yes, you can smoke. You can smoke it up. Smoke it if you got them. So yeah, 450 North out of Columbus, Indiana. One of the sort of known sour breweries in America. Yeah, this is their Jester juice, which is a slushy XL. Not too bad. Better than I thought, to be honest, because of the whole jackfruit thing. And yeah, I gave it a 4.1 out of 5. It's not too bad considering I'm not a big fruit sour guy. So yeah, I'm gonna check on out of here. Hang on. Yeah, you can come up if you want. I'm open to plenty of people. I might even just put the link in the chat, see what happens. Sometimes it can be easier just doing that because then everyone can just click on it. You're not having to send out messages and shit. But yeah, there's certain people it's like, oh, you don't really want them there. But yeah, you'll see it pop up and yeah, come hang out. Cheers, guys. I'm out of here. Thanks for chiming in. Hope everyone's having a good weekend if I don't see you. Cheers.